evening, ladies and gentlemen. Landon Wiley here to talk about our severe weather threat for tomorrow, June 27th. And this looks like this could be pretty, right now, I'll call it a promising setup for severe weather across across western Nebraska, south central South Dakota, western South Dakota, northeastern Wyoming, into western and Crook counties, into western North Dakota, into eastern Montana. So, the area in orange is a enhanced risk for severe weather. This came out at 12:39 this afternoon from the Storm Prediction Center in Norman. So they've actually have upgraded this since this morning from a slight risk to an enhanced risk, and now the hazards do include tornadoes, 75-mile-per-hour straight line winds, 2-inch hail, and cloud to ground lightning. So, where are we talking? Western and central South Dakota and eastern northeastern Wyoming. The coverage: numerous storms. When? For northeastern Wyoming, we're going to talk from 2 p.m. in the afternoon to 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. For folks in western South Dakota, including the Black Hills, be talking 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And then folks in south central South Dakota be talking 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time or 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time to 10 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time to 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time for folks in south central South Dakota. So there's currently a high confidence level for severe storms. So the action is monitor the weather and have a plan of action if severe weather is imminent. To talk about our tornado threat, there's for most of western South Dakota, including the Black Hills, including Belle Fourche, Spearfish, Lee Deadwood, Sturgis, Rapid City, Wall, Custer, Hill City, Hot Springs, Pine Ridge, stretching all the way over to Phillip, Kadoka, Eagle Butte, Mission, and then down into Nebraska. There's that 5 to 9% probability of a tornado happening. So normally when the tornado outlook gets higher than the 2 to 4%, you got to be on the lookout for tornadoes. So I'm going to be curious to see what changes come out at the 7 a.m. update tomorrow morning, because that's going to really tell us a lot, is the next update. So it's going to be interesting to see what changes overnight, if this is going to get scaled back or if this could get ramped up to a moderate risk, which you don't normally see in western South Dakota, but it can happen. So, as you can see, the area in brown's kind of the target area for tornado activity tomorrow. Jumping over to the hail threat for tomorrow, the bullseye area is kind of in the area in black, so the primary hail threat looks like that's going to be from Custer over to Wall up toward Faith and Lemon, and then west toward the Montana-Wyoming border. So bullseye areas for hail would include Rapid City, Sturgis, Lee Deadwood, Spearfish, Belle Fourche, Buffalo, Sundance, Hewlett, into Crook County, Wyoming. To talk about the straight line wind threads for tomorrow, there's a 30 to 44%. So we're looking at that moderate risk for straight line wind probabilities, talking 75 mile an hour or stronger winds here. And again, I think the target area is going to be Custer North again, but this area stretches over to Wall, Phillip, Eagle Butte, Lemon, Buffalo, Faith, in anywhere in the central and northern Black Hills. So going back to our outlook, as you can see, the enhanced risk kind of cuts off as you get near the Edgemont area in Fall River County. So it's going to be interesting because my understanding is storms are supposed to develop into Montana and then push their way southeast into South Dakota as the cold front comes in from the west. So there's not really much more I can say out tonight about this outside of just needing to be heads up tomorrow for severe weather. We'll cover more about this tomorrow.